All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. I am back for another Inspirational Message Monday. And if you are with me live, we are flowing to you a little later in the day. Today is a national holiday in America. It is Memorial Day. And I hope that you are having a pleasant day, whatever this brings up for you, whatever you are guided to do, and how you are guided to spend the day. And with that, I do want to acknowledge that as we've been doing these Inspirational Message Mondays, I've been noticing a natural shift towards, rather than focusing on what book wants to share a message, but what's the message that wants to come through, and then which book has that message for us today. And so today, the message that I'm going to be sharing with you is coming from one of my many, many digital books that I have. And I'm very excited to share this one with you because this one is from a former guest. So let me go ahead and pop this up on the screen here. Today's message is coming to you from Love Yourself Happy, A Journey Back to You by Shari Alyse. And let's get into it. So I will be reading from chapter 39, or as Shari refers to it, rest stop 39. Not all who wander are lost. She says, I've never been the shortcut kind of girl. There are times I would have loved to have gotten to where I wanted or desperately needed to go more quickly and gracefully. In coming to understand who I am and later into the full acceptance of who I am, I'm a wanderer, a traveler, an explorer. When I was 2 years old, my mom started sending me and my older sister from Florida to New York to spend the summers with my grandparents. I fell in love with airplanes. I fell in love with the tray tables, the food, my wing pin, the fluffy clouds, the kids' activity pack, and the stewardesses who would sit and play with us. I fell in love with everything about traveling. The romanticism, I scrolled past the page, hold on. The romanticism of staring out the airplane, car, or train windows, any window that I was able to watch the world go by as I was heading somewhere. My soul just loved to explore. For me, sitting still begins to make me feel enclosed, and I can often find myself holding my breath. I become uncomfortable in my own skin. I get antsy. The moment I jump into my car to go somewhere, I exhale. I've also been known to scream yeehaw, but that's only when I'm going on a long trip. You probably noticed it when we started this road trip together. So after those summers in New York, I tried to find any way to travel. I couldn't wait to go away to college. Right after high school graduation, I packed up and moved from Miami to Syracuse, New York for college. I then packed up for a semester and moved to London, England. After college graduation, I packed up and moved from Syracuse down to New York City. After some years there, I packed up and moved out west to Los Angeles, then to Italy for a few months, then back to New York City, and then back to Los Angeles. People began questioning whether I was running from something, and inherently I knew, no, I wasn't running from something. I was running to everything. To see, to explore, to feel, to grow, to smile. I am a wanderer in life. My spirit still lights up at the thought of even just getting behind that wheel and fully feeling all that life has to offer out there on the open road and wide, expansive places. Along these wanderings is where I grow. It's where my life takes me on roundabouts and detours. It reminds me to slow down and take a rest at the next exit. With that good rest comes a refueling and re-energizing. My big and bold life has been experienced fully by wandering, by saying yes even when I'm scared, and by continuing to get up even after falling. I have experienced my life fully by the glimmer of hope and sparkle that remains in my eyes as I travel this road. And she ends that chapter with fuel up. On the road to self-love, if you also find yourself wandering, embrace it. There is so much to see and experience in the world. Open your eyes and heart to all that is out there. See life through the eyes of curiosity and give yourself permission to explore. What you find will open you up in ways you never knew possible and will get you 1 mile marker closer back to you. Psst, go easy on yourself. And that is today's excerpt from Shari Alyse's Love Yourself Happy. It's so fitting. Want to celebrate her because she has recently been featured on Good Day LA, and she is a former Every Day is a New Day show guest. We had her on a few times. So very happy to be celebrating Shari Alyse and sharing the message of self-love. Do you resonate with that message of being a wanderer, of being an explorer, of knowing that you might operate a little differently than others around you? And that's okay, because that's unique to you. That is who you are. I love the message, and it felt very fitting to follow it up with today's message from the Abraham Hicks Desk Calendar. And so today's message, wouldn't you know it, actually speaks directly to the message in Love Yourself Happy by Shari Alyse. So let me go ahead and now read to you today's message. So again, this is being recorded on May 31st, 2021. And the message is, it is not necessary for everyone else, or anyone else for that matter, to understand what you are learning here in order for you to live a wonderful experience. Once you remember who you are, and once you deliberately reach for thoughts that hold you in vibrational alignment with who you are, your world will also fall into alignment. And well-being will show itself to you in all areas of your life experience. So again, this isn't about how does your life match up to everyone else's. This is, are you living your life according to what's true for you? And then allowing yourself to take that deep sigh and rest into that and love that. Love that about yourself. So I want to take a quick look. Hello to Joanne, who is with us live. Good to see you, Joanne. And it's lovely to see your face as well. So awesome. And I'm just taking a sigh and being present with today's message too. So grateful to have you here with us again, whether you're live or on the replay. Let's go ahead and feel into some messages to further expand this message of you embracing who you are and recognizing what's unique about you and choosing to love that and not judge that. Not all who wander are lost. So I'm actually going to start with, yes, a self-love message. Let's get straight to that. So we're going to start with Louise Hay's How to Love Yourself card deck and expand on today's message. And as I share this with you, across the room from me, I have a message that I love to look at. It's a little desktop thing. I don't know what you call it, but anyway, it says, think outside the box. Think outside the box. Think outside whatever norm of realm you may typically think within. Go beyond that. Expand beyond that. Okay, let's see what message wants to come through to expand on today's message. There was one. Where is it? Here it is right here. This is totally popping out for me. I am safe and secure in my world. I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful. Therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. Interesting. I'm hearing two messages there with that. This one definitely was popping out. So if that resonates with you, there you go. Let's see what else wants to come through. Is there one additional message that wants to come through to expand on today's message of being who you uniquely are and loving that about you? There we go. What do we have? We have, with affirmations, I claim my inner power. No matter what I choose to believe or say, the universe always says yes to me. Therefore, I choose only positive thoughts and words. Okay, so what a beautiful message to highlight that even when we choose to think things that are in misalignment with who we authentically are, the universe will say yes. And so give you more of, how does that feel to be in misalignment? Give you more of that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Right. And so then that's the onus on us, right? Wait a second. This doesn't feel good. This isn't my truth. What is my truth? What is my truth? And align with that. And the universe can say, okay, yes, yes, and give you more of that. No matter what you choose to believe, the universe always says yes. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to a chakra card. How about that? That feels quite fitting. I love this deck. It's a very generic chakra deck. That is pretty awesome. Okay. Before I even pull a card, do you have an insight into maybe which one of your chakras would like some added attention or is just speaking to you, right? I'm just going to leave that there. See if anything comes up for you. And let's see what chakra card wants to come through, adding an additional message for today's conversation. And a little later today, I'm going to go ahead and go live inside the Every Day is a New Day Facebook group, and I will be taking special requests for cards. We haven't done that in a while, and I don't do that on these Inspirational Message Mondays. So if you would like that, and if you're inside the Every Day is a New Day Facebook group, then be watching for that. I don't have a set time when I'll be doing that, but just a heads up to you. And there are no chakra cards that are popping out. And that is how I prefer to do this. Let's just see if there's... Okay, I am going to go ahead and just, let's see here. Okay, we got two. We have fourth chakra, heart chakra, and it's on the theme of generosity. And we have third chakra, which is solar plexus, and it's on the theme of self-discipline. I'll pull one affirmation from each of these. What do we have? Third one. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Let's take that in. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. What a beautiful gift. What a beautiful, beautiful freaking gift. I love that right now. Okay, let's see here. What message we have here for third chakra self-discipline? It says, my self-discipline and willpower will significantly help me in my efforts to move forwards and grow. So what I'm hearing with that, because we could read that a couple of different ways. We could read that as I'm going to force something to happen and I'm going to continually work and paddle upstream. Abraham Hicks reference, right? I'm just going to like force it and will it to happen. Or you can allow things to be easier on yourself by aligning with what's true for you in the context of what it is that you desire, so that it is easy for you to be in alignment with that. And then recognize that, oh my goodness, you actually love that and want to do more of that. And so therefore, your self-discipline and willpower, or I'm going to say your alignment, will significantly help you in your efforts to move forwards and grow. Let me know if either of those resonate for you. And when I asked you which chakra came up for you, was it either one of these? Just curious there. Okay, let's see. What deck do we want to pull from next? That feels really good. Does that feel good to you? Let me know. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, John. John saying perfect card, which speaks volumes to me. Yeah, I really felt that one too. Yes. Let's see which deck wants to come through next. Let's see here. You know what? The Abraham Hicks deck is coming through. Abraham Hicks, well-being cards. Ooh, there's already one just like wanting to fly out. So let's take that one. What do we have here? This is from last week. I don't remember. We'll still pull another one. Okay, so we have here, I look for positive aspects in every experience. Within every particle of the universe is that which is wanted and lack of it. By looking for the positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you maintain your connection to well-being. I love that. And thinking back here to, the title of today's conversation, which is, what did I title this today? All who wander are not lost. All who wander are not lost. Seeing that positive aspect in, we don't have to judge that about ourselves, right? Maybe other people don't resonate with that, but maybe you do. You resonate with, oh my gosh, I love to wander. I love to explore. I love to roam. I love to be free. I love to expand. There are other people who legitimately don't, and that's okay. We don't have to judge that, right? And if you do, or vice versa, right? Let's say maybe all you see are tons of people who love to wander and roam, and you're thinking you're the odd man out because you don't. How about embracing that thing that is so true for you, that thing that maybe looks like the thing to, I got to fix this, or I should change this, or I shouldn't tell anybody this about me because it's not accepted. Well, what if you accept it first, right? What a beautiful thing to find that beauty in the thing that you love to do. Okay, let's choose. Let's see. I prefer for the cards to pop out. That's what I prefer. And sometimes it is about choosing them. Let's see here. What additional message would like to come out? Okay, there we go. We have here. This one says, I envision more and act less. Let's see what the back says. As you take the time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. From that alignment, you will experience more inspired ideas and assistance from others. Inspired action is very satisfying and extremely productive. I completely agree. And so I always hear like two different messages or sometimes multiple messages when I read things. Check in with yourself. Where are you falling on the spectrum of this, right? If you're already doing plenty of envisioning, so this is also where it's take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? If you're already doing plenty of envisioning, then this may not be a card for you because maybe it is time for you to act. And if you're acting without envisioning, acting without aligning, then this message may be for you. Right? So recognizing that balance and harmony of both and the value of making sure, wait a second, are you just sporadically going everywhere or aligning with things first? Yes, that was very good. I like that. Okay, let's see here. Good, John. Good. Okay, and so let's move on to another deck. Let's move on to checking in with the time. Goodness, these go by so quickly. Let's see here. We're going to pull from a few more decks And then we're going to close out for today. Thinking about which deck's next. We're asking a few questions today, aren't we? We're asking a few questions. So let's go ahead and pull from the Mirrors deck by Janet Starr and Jeff Rolland. Let's expand. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Letting go. Are you willing? And look at that, a feather. I'm just going to let that be. We are in a time of letting go right now. Many people are anyway. You may not be. Let's see what additional message wants to come through. Oh my goodness, these are slippery cards. Almost the whole deck fell through. Okay. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we have 3 cards. We'll take all 3. Okay, we have here on top. Yeah, good. Okay, we have on top here magic. Do you know how to create it? Okay, let's see what these next one are. We have strength. And it says, are you focusing on the movement? And we have inner guidance. What is the voice inside of you saying? There's that inner alignment piece too. And so what I see here, let's see if I can hold all 3 up at the same time. When I see magic, do you know how to create it? I hear, do you know how to be it? And sometimes it requires strength to have a shift in recognizing the value of something that maybe you had once dismissed. But allow your inner guidance. Allow your inner guidance and your feelings. I'm going to say that too. I'm a big fan of recognizing those feelings. Just wrote another blog post on that. And recognizing what is your truth and moving in that direction. This is that inner alignment piece, that vibrational alignment that Abraham Hicks was talking about. So, okay, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and move on to, okay, no, we're not going to move on to an angel card yet. We're going to do, we haven't done one of these in a while, a Brendan Burchard Motivation Manifesto. Let's see what Brendan wants to say. I'm noticing a pattern of all the top cards wanting to come out, but not all of them feel like the right messages. Interesting. Does that mean anything for you? Okay, let's see what additional message wants to come through here. For everyone who views or listens to today's conversation. Okay, what do we have here? We have this. Okay, so we have very short one. It says, I remember it always. Fear wins or freedom wins, and I choose freedom. This is going back to no matter what I choose to believe, the universe always says yes to me. Therefore, I choose only positive thoughts and words. No matter what you choose to believe, right? Choosing to believe that fear wins or freedom wins. Which do you choose? It can be easy to allow what we observe to be the truth. Easy to allow a lot of these, there are a lot of quotes. None are even coming to mind right now, and I don't want to repeat any if they even were, but there are a lot of phrases out there that to just repeat and affirm things that actually don't align us with our truth. And it's really good to take a look at these things. Like whenever, absolutes, right? Whenever you say, oh, all blank, this always happens, right? Or all all people, blah, 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 or all this type of people, blah, blah, blah. Is that a serving thought? Is that a thought that actually keeps you in alignment with the world you want to live in? Those kinds of statements, we get to choose. It's not about what we've witnessed and observed. And I'm not even saying either that it's necessarily going to be super easy for you to switch that belief. It might, it can, everything is possible. And it may not be, and that's okay. Start by choosing. Start by honoring and recognizing, wait a second, what do you want to create? What do you want to believe? We can also choose to say, you know what? I choose for this to be easier than it's been. That's how powerful we are. That's how powerful you are. So, okay, now we're going to move on to some angel cards. Let's get into those. And I know I didn't pull from my Kimmy deck, did I? I'm not sure if that's the deck for today. Oh, did we just see another? Hold on. No, we didn't. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let me just, this is standing out. Go for it. Go for it. Be big and bold. Go for it. Make that change. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. I am using here daily guidance from your angels, oracle cards. What are you doing for yourself today? How are you aligning with the truth of who you are? Allowing yourself to expand into what's true for you. Whether that means you are also resonating with being a wanderer, or whether that means you resonate with something else that maybe you just haven't allowed yourself to claim before. What's the conclusion you may have made about that aspect of you that actually doesn't feel true for you? Anything that doesn't feel true for you, like conclusions that you make about yourself that actually don't feel good, aren't your truth. There's something that's not quite aligned there. And so look at that and see, yeah, what actually, where's the tweak? Okay, what message wants to come through for everyone who views and listens to the replay and is live? Okay, we have here entrepreneur. It says self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your coworkers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Is that resonating for you? Let's see if there's one more in this deck. There isn't another one from this deck. And we will move on to Keith Leon's deck. Walking with Your Angels Daily Inspiration deck by Keith Leon S. Gorgeous artwork. And think about this. If you do resonate with being a wanderer, being someone who loves to explore, but you haven't been allowing yourself to really embrace and love that about yourself, or maybe you dip in and dip out, what might you be missing along that journey? That if you had been in full alignment with it, oh my goodness, could be these amazing treasures, amazing gifts for you, right? You are who you are for a reason. And I'm not about to explain what those reasons are, because that's for you to declare. But it's a gift for you to be in alignment with it. And Joanne is saying, love this deck. I think you're speaking to Keith's deck. Joanne, I think you are. And I love this deck too. So, okay, there we go. Okay, what do we have here? We have Archangel Uriel. And the message is, I am Archangel Uriel. I am here to remind you that your angels make no judgments, no matter how small the problem is or how insignificant it feels. We love you without conditions and will support you when asked. Was that for you? Let's see if there's an additional message from this deck that would like to come through. Ooh, that one popped up. What do we have here? We have, okay, this one sounds the same, but it's different. This is Archangel Ariel. Beautiful, beautiful. It says, I am Ariel, a liaison between the human and the elemental world of sprites, fairies, crystals, and other magical manifestations. There is so much more than what we can see with our doubting eyes. Open yourself up to all possibilities and witness the magic that appears to you. Witness the magic that appears to you for you. You may be the only one seeing the magic because it's meant for you and your eyes on your unique journey. You ever consider that? Maybe no one else is supposed to understand it or see it because it's simply for you. What a beautiful treasure. Love that, love that. I agree, Joanne. You know what? Just, man. I often want to say, as you're with me in these, I like to call these conversations, allow yourself, if it resonates for you, to close your eyes and simply just take in the messages, possibly as an alternative type of meditation. And just allow them to fill your spirit, right? To be little treasures and gifts to help fill up, to help show up as gifts on your journey. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and pull from my Rolodex deck, Kimmy's Rolodex deck, I like to call it. And then, of course, we will close out. If you were with me for last week, did you see my new decks last week? I haven't pulled from either of those yet. And I'm not sure that's fitting for today, so I don't think I will. We may do that next week. We will do that in the group. Yes. Later today, I will be pulling. I will do that later in the group. That's what we'll do. Okay, so going to pull from my Rolodex deck. Let's see what wants to come through. And so if you're not already in Every Day is a New Day Facebook group, then you have an open invitation to join us inside there. Okay, what do we have? We have, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And there are two here. What is the second one? You are ultimately only the receiver of all things good. A couple weeks ago, I mentioned the phrase, you could say people or situations that come into your life are either a lesson or a blessing. And as long as you are learning the lessons, everything is a blessing. A blessing. You are ultimately only the receiver of all things good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's close out with the spirit message. Postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. It is really good to be here with you today. Thank you for joining me again, whether you're live on Facebook or YouTube or on any of the many podcast replay platforms. So awesome to have you join us. I do these every Monday, not at a specific time, but in the morning time, Pacific time. And then, of course, I have awesome guests. It's not quite right yet. I have awesome guest interviews on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, here we go. What is it? Here we go. Yeah, what's this one? Okay, did we? No. Okay. It says, okay, so yes, I would love to see you back here. There, I've completed the thought. This one says, with love. With love. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Dearest you, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world, in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Did that resonate for you? John is saying, this was fun and inspiring. Many thanks, dear Kim. You're very welcome, dear John. Thank you. I appreciate that comment and for you being here, and I'm grateful to hear that as well. It was my pleasure being here with you, again, whether you're live or on the replay, and I do hope that you received benefit from this, again, knowing that, not all messages may have been for you. And I encourage you to really tap into that too. Not trying to force all messages to fit your situation, but really tune into, what resonates and what doesn't. And loving that you can honor that about yourself, right? Allowing yourself to hear messages and, that one doesn't resonate for me, and that's okay. Maybe for someone else. That is also evidence of you maintaining your alignment. Letting go any beliefs that something has to be a perfect fit for you or has to work out a certain way, has to ring true for you, right? This was a great message for that. And knowing and trusting, of course, that it's going to be okay. Listen to your inner guidance, because that's where the magic shows up. Yeah. And somewhere in here, it's all about trusting that the messages that show up for you, trusting that your truth is your truth for a reason. And so when you choose to believe in that, the universe will, of course, say yes to it. Something along those lines. That's what was coming up and what I wanted to share with you. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. And have an amazing, wonderful day. And if you are with me here on Facebook or YouTube on May 31st, 2021, I will be going live inside the group later on today, pulling cards as requested. So if you'd like one, definitely be on the lookout for when I go live in the group. Have an amazing day, everybody. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye.